Hey friends, welcome back to Homeschoolology. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I currently have a student who's going into high school and 3 that will be in elementary, 5th, 1st, and kindergarten. And on this channel, I usually talk to you guys about secular homeschooling, but I also like to share things like motherhood, having a larger family, our lives in general, and everything in between. So if you are interested, I hope you will come along with me. And today's video is going to be free curriculum for middle school and high school. So as I said, I'm a secular homeschooler, so these are going to be secular resources, but these are resources that you can use absolutely for free for middle school or high school resources for learning at home for no cost. So yes, homeschooling can get expensive, especially some of these curriculums nowadays are really pricey. And it seems like as your kids get older, the pricier that curriculum gets. For some reason, the high school stuff is crazy expensive. So we all need to save a buck. And so, and some of us, we're on a really strict budget, and that doesn't rule you out from homeschooling. You can absolutely homeschool for either very, very inexpensively or completely free. And these resources that I'm sharing with you today is how you could do it for free. So I'm going to show you that in just a second, but I am not putting all of these links in the description just because there's simply a ton of them. So I created a document for you guys that you can go over to my website. It's www.homeschool-ology.com. The link is, I'm putting it here. The link will be down below. I have a shop there. You can go download this for free. It's not going to cost you anything, but if you download it, you'll be able to just click on the things as you want to find them. So check that out. There will be a blog post that's coming out at the end of this week that has all of this information too. If you want something to click on and you don't want to download, you can find that too. I'm going to set up my computer to screen record and then we will get started. This website is called Freedom Homeschool, and it's the one that I used to find many of these pieces. So Freedom Homeschool has all different kinds of things on here. As you can see, they do have a Bible category because it's not necessarily all secular. But the really nice thing that they've done is, as you can see right here, if it's a Christian resource, they have put a little red C next to it. So if you're looking for secular content, all you have to do is avoid the ones that have the C next to them. So the rest of them are either neutral or secular, and so you can use those for that. I'm going to do this subject by subject, so I will have timestamps for you. But the first subject we're going to talk about is math. So the first resource I'm going to talk about is Khan Academy. We have already used this for math before in the past. Now, I'm not going to be using it for my high schooler the coming year, but I will be using it for my 5th grader this coming year. There are tons of resources, so you might hear me repeat this Khan Academy multiple times when we're going through this list, because look at all the things that you can learn on Khan Academy. It is a lot. It breaks it down by unit. There are videos. The lessons have a video, and then you click on these boxes and it takes you through the problems. If they don't understand a problem, the video is linked right below for you. So I think that is really nice and wonderful. You can link this to your Google Classroom, send it to your kids so they can be completely independent learning. And so that's something that I really enjoy about Khan Academy, is that it makes it really easy for me to set up and utilize. The other one that I found is CK12. This is new. This is something that I'm actually using for science for my oldest this coming year. But as you can see, there is math. They have Algebra 1. But basically what CK12 is an online textbook. So when you click on something, it's like a textbook they read through. There are usually videos linked right inside of it. They walk you through problems. And then there is a review here, and then they can just go and click right on the review to see the answers. And then what I really love about this program is they have practice right here, where you can go and answer answer questions, and they are graded so you can see how your child is progressing. So this is something else that you could absolutely use for math. That would be a great resource. All right, let's talk English language arts. The first one that I put here is Khan Academy, because they do have some English language arts. This is mostly more so for middle schoolers, though. They do have a 9th grade here, but there's not a lot of resources there for that. But it is definitely a resource for those middle school ages. What I would use if I were doing high school is this Fish Tank Learning. So they do have mathematics as well. So if that's something you want to check out, you could absolutely check that out too. But it has a whole entire 9th grade curriculum. It's broken down into units. So that and it tells you how many lessons are in each unit. All right, you do have to create a free account, but once you log in, you click on a lesson and it pulls up everything that you need to know. There are slides here. There's sample responses for you to help you with grading, all kinds of questions, how it links to the standards. All of those things are linked right here for you. It makes it super simple and easy to use. So you would just take a minute, set this all up into your Google Classroom, and it would be ready to go. So that is another really great, useful tool for high school that's completely free. All right, so I found this Quill program, and it is multidisciplinary writing. So writing across all subjects, and it does have a teacher dashboard and then a student dashboard, and you can come in and select your assignments. And you assign them. You can assign them through Google Classroom, which is great. Something that I would definitely do if I were doing this. And it would just go. You'll just go through or put it on your Google Classroom, and your students will go through and learn. It has like as you can see here, what I've pulled up is like practice quiz problems. It also has assignments for writing. It gives you a grading rubric to help you with all of that. So just tons and tons and tons of resources. And this is something that I'm probably actually going to do more research on and might actually use in our homeschool as well. If I do more research and figure out how I'm going to use it, then I will make a video on a full, this is how we use the program. But I thought this was a really great resource that is completely free that you can use, and I think that's just great. Okay, the next category that we're going to talk about is history. So the OER project is absolutely fantastic. They have the Big History Project, which is for middle schoolers, which you could absolutely still use with high schoolers. And then they also have World History, a couple different world histories, World History AP, just all kinds of different things, including a climate project. So great resource. If you're going to use this, I highly recommend using this through Khan Academy. So under Arts and Humanities, you will see here that it has everything. I highly recommend using the Big History Project through Khan Academy. It has everything organized, broken down, easy to follow, and it has quizzes that are graded that can really help you along the way if you need to keep a grade. So, and with that high school level, you probably are keeping grades. So I absolutely highly recommend the OER project, and the website is good. However, if you want it already done for you, I highly recommend using it on Khan Academy. It will make your life easier, just trust me. And again, Khan Academy is something you can link right to Google Classroom, so if you're setting it up that way. And then of course, the other resource that I love and use often is Crash Course. So these are videos that you are going to be using. This is for science and history, and it's just videos. Now, if you need activities to go along with it, then you're going to use, some of these other things, Khan Academy, and I'm going to show you CK12 in just a second. But these are videos. They're very thorough, very wonderful. My kids really enjoy them. Every now and then they have a little bit of an adult innuendo. So if that's something that you don't want your children exposed to, keep that in mind. Pre-watch the videos. But it's not enough for me to not use it with my children. I absolutely love it. And yeah, so let's look at CK12 now. We are talking history. So they call it social studies here. They have a world history and then another history book. Again, these is just those textbooks, and I've talked about it already, but it's just you read through. There's often videos. There's practice problems at the end, and then they can use that assessment that I haven't been in here long enough for it to pop up yet, to have a quiz that gets graded. So love those resources for history. One last history one is PBS Learning Media. Now this was something I actually used in my classroom when I was a high school science teacher, but they have tons of history things, again under social studies, lots and lots of great resources, high quality videos that you know are going to be safe because they're from PBS, and so this is another really great resource for history. All right, for science, it's really all the same resources that I would have used for history. You can see here that they have plenty of options for on Khan Academy. There are free online textbooks. This is what I'm actually doing with my high schooler, is using this textbook for her 9th grade year. So CK12, Khan Academy, Crash Course, tons of wonderful videos to use. And then PBS, they have a science section, which is what I used to use. Let's do life science because that's what I'm going to be covering. And so as you can see, there are tons of video resources to use. And oftentimes they will have some kind of activity or like a worksheet to go along with on this PBS learning media. The one thing that I'm going to add here to this one is the homeschool scientist. So I talked about this in my previous video about elementary age. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it here for you guys. But it has tons of free printables, lab activities, things that you can do with your kiddos. You can search by topic, and there are lots of options for labs. So especially like some states require that you have a lab component with some of your science courses. So this is a really great resource to pull up and use when you're looking for those lab activities. Okay, next up, this category I've called life skills, something that I think is very important to teach your middle to high school age students before you set them free into the world. We have the benefit of being able to teach this because we're teaching homeschool. So, you know, some public school students aren't necessarily this lucky, but as you can see on Khan Academy, there is a whole life skills section. So there's internet safety, AI, financial literacy, how to get into college, personal finance, all kinds of different things. And then another one that I found is on this NWT Literacy Council. They have tons of literacy things for learning, adult learning. But the one that I want to share with you is this everyday math skills. So there's a home math book, a kitchen one, a money one, but this home one basically walks you through like setting up a or all the things that you can do that you can do for math. So finding out a perimeter, using temperature, using calculating all kinds of different things that are like real world applications of math. And so a lot of kids who don't enjoy math, they're like, when am I going to use this again? You can absolutely show them this is when you're going to use this again. This is why learning this stuff is important. So this was a resource that I found that I really like, and I might actually end up doing with my kid. So those are for life skills. All right, and the last category that I've included, which I think is very important in this technology age, is computer skills. So one that I didn't put on here that I might go back and edit it and put it on here is typing.com. It's a complete free, let me actually just pull it up for you. It's a completely free, there's an instructor back, you know, so you can assign things, all, you know, it's absolutely free, but teacher side, student side, you can assign it. And we actually did use this before, and it's a wonderful program for learning to type. And then the Khan Academy has that computer skills that I mentioned earlier, internet safety. I swear there was another section. Hold on. Oops. Oh, here it is. Computing. You can even learn Python, computer programming, all different kinds of computing things on Khan Academy. Google has this applied digital skills program that you can link right to your Google Classroom. Teacher, student, learner, parent, guardian, different options that you can go in. But it has all different kinds of computer learning here that you can use. We are going to use it to learn internet safety. And then last resource I want to share with you here is Teacher Tech on YouTube. I found him when I was looking for something to use to learn Microsoft or teach Microsoft Office to my daughter. He's talking more so to teachers, but the content is really, really, really good and useful. And so I'm going to have my daughter use this to learn how to use Microsoft Office products so that she can learn how to do things like PowerPoint and Excel and all of that stuff. So that is the computer skills section. And that is going to be my last section that I share here with you guys on this video. So that was all of the free resources that I found that I would use if I were looking for free resources. The trade-off between having something free versus paid curriculum is that you are going to have to invest a little bit of time to set it all up as curriculum. Go into one of these programs, set it all up on your Google Classroom, and then you'll be set and ready to go. So investing a little bit of time is going to allow you to utilize all of these free resources to work out, you can either do it, before Christmas and then during Christmas break do the after Christmas, or you can set up your whole year. It does take a little bit of time, but you can homeschool for absolutely free. So I hope you found any of this helpful. If you have any questions about any of these, you can ask me down below. I'll try to answer them the best I can. If you have a resource that you've used and you love, please share it down below, because we are all looking for resources to use with our kiddos in our homeschool. And so yes, please share those down below. While you're down there, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you have not already done so. Don't forget, you can check us out over on Instagram at Homeschool-ology. Again, you can find this linked document on my website, www.homeschool-ology.com. I'll put it here, linked down in the comments, to get your free clickable document to go to all of these websites. And if you have any other questions, or if you want to see a video on Google Classroom, I do have one on Google Classroom already. I'll try to remember to link it here and put it down in the comments. But if you want another one on like how I would set up and structure a whole year's worth of curriculum, let me know and I will make that video for you guys. And I think that's all I'm going to share with you guys today. So I hope you will come back and chat with me again real soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.